In ImLab, I try at first only to do this central and not this one, because you see, I have trouble here. I can do both. So I do at first the design of my central, and after on the software we have administration mode, and we put this layer together to be a model. And step by step, I made the first central and then the other. And at the end, I have a model of all my work. You see, here is now my central. Here is the second layer of my veneers. So I done without preparation. And this one is also the veneer without preparation. So this is the first information, the design. And now, when I finish the design, I know exactly what preparation I need. We can make on that a guide for the preparation, and use that directly in Moons to make the preparation. So now we do, we use the information of the Rayplicker. So I know now the morphology I have to do, and I know I have the information of the shade. So I know also the shade of my preparation. This is the basic shade with enamel and dentine. Here we have a dentine plus enamel. Here is only the enamel. So 1M1 is a very bright enamel. And here we have some difference. It's 2. The first number is the value. The second number is the chroma. And I have to be careful that here we have more dark than the other. So for that, I have to see the information and to know what kind of material I have to use for that. Of course, I need an enamel material. And for this enamel material, best is feldspathic. That's why, for me, it's interesting to use feldspathic in that case. And after, does I have to use layer feldspathic or only a monoblock feldspathic? It really depends of the thickness of my material. And if I have maximum thickness, I can use layer block. But if it isn't, monochrome block is enough for that. So it's important, and the shade give me the information. So let's go again. We are now focus on the software. Here is the information initial. We have only the shade, 1M2. Here it's only 3 parts. So the part of the dentine and the enamel, you know. So here we have a really bright area and many enamel on this dentine. And 1M2, little chroma more than this one. So it's easy to know now exactly what I have to choose. For me, I need the 1M2 block, and I can now put stands here to correct. And also here, some gray and blue stands, some brown stands, just to individualize that. We try now on this portion. Yes, I can make the correction, be a little red on this area more than this one. What is about the translucency? Here, of course, my enamel is on all this area, but you see translucency. There is really high translucency inside that tooth. So I have to reproduce that. So if I choose disilicate of lithium block, it's not enough. I have to layer on the disilicate of lithium. I have to use powder and use layer technique. So if I only want to choose a monolithic full crown and stands. So I have to choose a more block with translucency inside. I can also, on this area, see the mapping of my different kind of effects, make more contrast on my crown, and I can see exactly the different kind of effects inside my enamel. And at least I have also this information, so I can have a map or each kind of effect. And what does it mean? So here we are on 1M1. So the enamel on this area are more bright than here with 2M1. So if I choose a block, I can correct and adjust with a stain that. On this area, we have a little effect. So I can perhaps not symmetrize that effect. So we have different levels. The first level is only a stands, just to have the shade. And after, going more on natural thing with stance technique or layer technique. With this area, this one, I can know now if I want to make a cutback reduction, I can see the area of my cutback reduction. If I make a line going here, 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 going a little, and this area, all this area is my cutback reduction. I have all the information I need only in one shot. So I can perhaps now go to synchronize the 2D and the 3D together. So I go again here. I have to open. So this is my simulation. I need to have only that information, like that. Okay. And I need my case. Okay, so this is perhaps my first proposal of my software. And I have, so this is my 3D proposal. This is my 2D proposal. And I have the possibility with the software to have 3D connection, so putting the two pictures together. And I put now the picture of my 2D with the picture of my 3D together, and I synchronize that. So I just have to find the right sides of the two things. Now, this is my first proposal, and with the patient, we have shared that at first we want that kind of crown. Now I can, with my software, 3D software, just correct my design and looking like my 2D. This is the synchronization between the 2D and the 3D. I can do that, of course, with in-lab software. I can do that with the ExoCAD software, 3Shape software. Doesn't matter. It's only one layer and another layer, make transparency, and I can correct that. You see, I see only the line, or I can see my smile together. This is a workflow. For a cutback technique, I do exactly the same, and I correct the cutback on this area, two direction, and I can make my cutback direction directly. So here is a very easy one. You see the area for enamel, and this one too.